Alright, welcome everybody. My name is Dr. Dominic Konklovich, and today we're going to be making some slime using glue and Jello. So we're going to be using regular Jello and we're going to be using some different glues. Now you might have lots of different glue lying around the house to make slime with. Both of them work well in different settings. For this one here, for the Jello glue slime, the clear glue works a fair bit better than the white glue. So we're going to use a clear glue for this one here. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to also explore the impact of different amounts of Jello on the properties of our slime. So what we can do is we can have, one which will have a little bit more Jello in it, which we'll call plus, one which will have a little bit sort of the normal amount of Jello, which we'll call 0, and then one here at the end which will have less Jello, which we'll call minus. Okay, so how to make this slime? It's a pretty simple idea. What we're going to do is just combine the Jello and the glue in different proportions. So for our baseline, which we'll sort of use this orange Jello in, so sort of using the traffic light colors, just put 2 level spoons of Jello in a cup here. Okay, obviously if you want to make more, you can increase the proportion. So say 4 and 1, for instance. For the less, we're just going to put 1 level spoon full of Jello in here. Okay, so that's for the one which we'll call minus. And then for this one here, which we'll call plus, we're going to put 3 spoons of Jello in, 3 level spoons of Jello in. All right, so that one we're going to have as a nice green looking slime here. Okay, so to each one of these, what we're going to do, we're actually going to put in 1 spoonful of the actual clear glue. So just going to put in 1 spoon into each one of them, and then we're just going to mix it up. Now the key thing to this slime is after we mix things up in each one, we actually have to let it sit for about 30 minutes in the fridge, same as any other Jello based food that you might have. You got to let it set. Same way here, this slime, we're gonna have to let it set, and that's actually perfect if you ever want to try this over, say, a recess break or something like that. You can set it up right before recess break and then come back right after recess break. So we're just going to mix these two together, okay, until they sort of form a nice looking even consistency like this one here. So it's a red one which has a little bit less in it. This one here, we're going to mix that in and we're going to have it form a nice even looking paste here. It's a little orange one, it's our sort of standard mixture or standard formulation. Alright, we already see that it's getting sort of slime-like. We'll actually see it gets a little bit more so as it sets. And then this last one here, it's actually a bit hard to get all the Jello to go in, but it will all mix together and will form a nice solid looking slime in a couple of seconds. Alright, so come back in a few minutes after it's set and we'll look at some of the properties.